Hey, I'm planting my elephant garlic today. I've got all my components. These are the cloves, tape measure. That is my bulb planting receptacle. It's the top of an old fork. I mark 4 inches, that's what I need. 100 millimeters, I think. And this is older than me. This is a line. It is so old. I think it's about 100 years old for making a line. Now, you measure roughly, it doesn't have to be spot on, from that end 30 centimeters. Poke it in like that. Now we'll go across to the other side of my raised bed. I don't use this very often, more up the allotment than in my garden. Get it right, 30 centimeters. And that's the first row. This is just a little bit of decking with a rod, stamping stuff down. Right, I plant my elephant garlic slightly further apart than my standard garlic, 30 centimeters between each clove. We start with one there, down to the mark, and just do that. It doesn't have to be exact, but approximate. What I generally do is I've got an invisible mark there, end to there. And I can, like this. It's a funny old day today, quite cloudy and very humid, but rain isn't forecast. Why it's flat and not pointed is because each bulb, there is the root, where the root will come, and that is where the shoot will come, just there. And if you had a pointed end and I made a hole and I push that down, there would be a small gap with air in, and that could create a bacteria problem and make the bulb rot. I also use a microscopic natural organic thing called microhorzel. You only use a small thing. It's totally organic. It really helps the root system of virtually everything I plant. It's a fungi basically. Right, now get the bulb, point up. If I put it in upside down, the miracle of nature, it would turn itself round and still come the correct way, but it would take a long time, so it's easier to do it the correct way. And you just push it in till you get to the bottom of the hole. When you feel that resistance, you know you've reached the bottom. Now, just as a rough guide so I know where each bulb is, I have some small canes and I just push them about 6 inches back so I know where to look next spring when they start, or even this winter. Now all you do is as simple as that. 30 centimeters. And what I do now is I know where each bulb is. In between, I make another row of holes. See, there's the gap. You don't get that many garlics with the elephant, but if you plant them too close together, they won't swell. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 18 cloves. Hopefully that'll give me 18 nice big bulbs next year. Some of the spare ones I take up the allotment and plant just in the ground, or give them away to friends. Those will go up the allotment. And if you make mistakes like I do all the time, don't worry, I've got to put the mycorrhizal in first. So I'll just sprinkle a little bit on the top. It will do the same job. You don't need a lot, don't think you have to put extra. Sometimes less is more. Roll this up. That'll go back in my shed. I found this in a rubbish tip. Yes, it was just dumped. It's nice. Now we just cover them up. Just go along like this. Get my little canes. Now we just cover them up. That's done now. That's my prop for holding the roof up. It's amazing what 3 screws and a bit of string does. 1, 2, 3. See? Now every time I come up the garden, all this winter, I will just keep an eye on her to make sure they're okay. Now we'll move on to the next plot. Cheers.